Hi there, it's Anna from Inspiration Playground. So today I have a new project for you. I made some little name tags for a baby shower coming up. So I thought I would just do, been quite popular, so I thought I'd just do a tutorial on how to actually put these together. So here's what I'm going to use today is my Maritime Designer Series paper. I love it. It's very beachy, probably good for little boys as well, but definitely a beachy kind of paper. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So it's got some fun things there. Also comes with a matching stamp set. So I'm going to use my Maritime DSP and my Night of Navy cardstock. So let's get started. So I have already cut two pieces of pattern paper that is 1.5 inches by 12 inches. Okay, so two pieces of that, and then I've scored along here at every 3/8 of an inch. So I'll just go ahead and I'll do this one as well. So it just takes some time to do, but once you get it, you can get on a roll with it. Okay, so that one's all done. So both of the pattern papers are scored every 3/8 of an inch. So now I need to do the same with my cardstock. Okay, so this one here is 2 inches by 12 inches. So once again, we're going to score at every 3/8 of an inch on this one. Okay, so now they're all scored, ready to go. So I'm just going to remove one. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm now going to concertina fold my pattern paper. Okay, so I'm going to fold all of that. Okay, so that one's done. Now when you do the second one, just make sure that they're going to be able to stick together, because you'll have to start the opposite way just so that they stick flat together. So we're going to go this way this time. Okay, so there's that one done as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the same again, but for your cut. Okay, there's the first one. So once again, make sure it's up the correct way, and then make sure it's going to fit in snug before you start folding. So we go the opposite way again, so it'll be easy to join them up together when we make our rosette. Okay, so there we are. So what we're going to do now, we're going to stick the two ends together. So just using a double-sided tape, I'll just put some on there. And just make sure that lines up properly. And then make sure you put it on the underneath piece. Okay, and just make sure that lines up even as well. There. Okay, so that's going to be our outline. So we're going to do the same again with our DSP. So we're going to go see that, and then another piece. for the other side. And just stick, oops, a bit shaky. Let's stick that bit on. Okay, this is the tricky part now. So I'm going to use my silicone mat, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place my, lining up the edges, I'm going to place my pattern paper over the top of my cardstock, and what I want to do is make it all fall into place together. Okay, so all the zigzags line up. It's just going to make it easier when we go to glue it all together. So I just want to make sure all the zigzags are lining up there. Got one out over this side here. There we go. Okay, so you want to do this before you start gluing, because once you start gluing with your hot glue gun, you don't have much time. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to gently push this down. I'm going to push all my pattern paper in together and then hold it like this. So this is a tricky bit, holding it in place long enough to get your hot glue in there. Okay, so I just fill it right up. Okay, so you'll be able to see that in a second. Okay, so that's all filled right up. What I'm going to do then is I'm just going to push it all together, and then I just need to hold it there. Okay, so that's why I use the hot glue, because it does dry reasonably quickly. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, at the moment we've got our Celebration catalogue out, an occasions catalogue. So Celebration runs from the 6th of January to the 31st of March 2015. So if you don't have these catalogues and you're in Australia, please let me know and send me your address, and I'll pop some in the mail for you. Don't forget, at the end of the video, if you like what I've done here today, please like my video or comment on it, so others can see too. That should be just about dry now. No. So don't worry about anything around here, because we're going to cover that up. The reason that I use a silicone mat is so that my hot glue doesn't stick to the paper underneath or my desk if I'm working straight onto a desk without a craft mat underneath. So that's just about done now. So you'll see at the bottom there's a big dob of glue there. Don't worry about it. Okay. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add some more glue around the top here. So just anywhere around the top there. Okay. And we're going to stick my 2-inch circle that I've cut before just on the top there like that. Okay, so that's going to cover up any imperfections that are underneath there. So on the back, after we've got the circle on the front, what we're going to do is we're going to do our ribbon. Okay, so here I've got some linen thread and then just some red and some navy ribbon that I had just in my stash. Okay, so I'm going to just start with the red. I'm just going to fold it like so. Then I'll add my linen thread. Okay, and then I'll just add a little bit of blue as well. Okay, so I'll just, sorry, excuse me, trim that down. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, just rip it off my finger, I'll just put some hot glue on here, and then we'll just stick those on. Okay, we can make them whatever length you like at the end, okay? But we want them as long as possible now so that we can have a choice at the end. We can just tidy it up a bit. Okay, so that's glued on. So like I said before, with the front, this doesn't have to be super neat because we're going to cover it up. Okay, so I'll just pull off some of those hot glue threads. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I'll just get rid of the ribbon we're not using there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get my second 2-inch circle. So I've punched 2 holes in here. So this is just simply for the safety pin. Okay, so we want to be able to wear it. So I've just punched those 2 so that we can put our safety pin in like so. Okay, then what I would normally do is actually hot glue this side. So it's not going to seep out any holes that I've punched there. Okay. Oops. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be super neat because we are covering it up. And then I'm going to just pop it on. So these kind of things are really cool because you can use them for pretty much anything. Australia Day celebrations, this is the perfect colour for. Kids' birthday parties, hens nights, you name it. Okay, so when we turn it over, this is what we've got. Okay, so just to finish it off, what I've done is I've cut an octopus out of the Designer Series paper, and I'm going to stick that on there. But to do that, I'm going to use my dimensional things just so he stands up a little bit. So we'll just pop a few of those on his legs. Just put him on there. Get rid of the back of that. Okay, and then we'll just stick him on there. Okay, so I'm going to make this one. This one's for a birthday party. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I've just got some Whisper White cardstock and some scrap Night of Navy, and what I'm going to do is just grab one of my pens. That one, it's a bit too thick. There's my 3. There we go. And I'm just going to write the little boy's name on here. Okay. So it doesn't have to be super neat, but what I am going to do is just tidy it up a little bit. Okay. Now to make little flags, the easiest way is to slit in here and then go from your corner, just so it's even. And then the same again on the other side. You just make a slit, and then, oops, there's the corner there, side, and then that side. There we go. And then what I want to do is just make this Night of Navy like an outline. So what I'll do is I'll just get my double-sided tape. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, and we'll just stick that on there. And then there we go. And what I'll do is I will just cut using the Whisper White as a template, just cut around it, just so it's got a little bit of a border. Okay, then we can just stick that straight on there. I might stick it so it's underneath some of the little, there we go. Okay, and then you can just tidy up your ribbon at the bottom. Okay, and there you have it. So that's, oh, I'm not happy with that. There we go. So there's a little badge for Caleb to wear on his first birthday. So as I said, you can use this for anything. These are the other ones that I've previously made. If you're in Australia and you don't have a demonstrator, please get in contact with me. I'd love to have a chat with you. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed my little name badge tutorial. Thank you.